Quora is the best question and answer forum on the web. We bring fresh and interesting content every day. Subscribe not to miss out. This question has been going viral on Quora with thousands of views, and we also got a lot interesting answer from our user. Let's explore them. This is coming from Evan Noel, and he said, if you don't know who she is a 13-year-old YouTuber. The content she uploads is way inappropriate for a 13-year-old to be doing. Here are some videos she has done. In my opinion, it's inappropriate to be doing things like that at 13. Also, we received this from Benu. I think she doesn't deserve to be famous now, as she influences Turkish society with nonsense stereotypes in her last song. She is Yonka Samek. She was really very famous in the 90s with her hit songs Habon, Bandara Bandara, Kendine Gel, and Selcan Betis. Her song Salalim Dunye was played in every elementary and secondary school on Friday, April 23, National Sovereignty and Children's Day, which is a public holiday in Turkey. Children danced to the choreography of the song. In Turkey, a lot of people know her. She was very famous back then. Even my mom and dad, who listen to traditional music and chant, know her and her songs. This is her last song with Ing Sub. She released the song on November 25, Fight Against Violence Against Women Day. She wrote the song alone and said that she wanted to draw attention to some social issues such as violence against women, animals, and abuse of women. However, the lyrics are the opposite. If you open up easily, they men will get in freely, says Yonka Samek. She is saying that as women try and want to get abused, they are abused and raped by men. She is saying as some women try to have sex with married men, other women's lives are being destroyed. Isn't it also the fault of married men who did this in the first place? They don't think about their children and can give up on their family for one night stand, but no, it is all fault of women. What kind of logic is that? In the comments section, you will see a lot of comments like, "This is a great Greek song. I love the Greek artist so much. Amazing song. Singer, American song, Greek comments, Turkish hodl, Trevigo. Opust eta pesnia is Rossi doidet du nashik turtskik bratev kotori nas liubiet I putershavet. My liubim tibia indica. Nulel ist. Sikunal dim emshul. Best Arabic song ever. More than a song, a masterpiece. The New York Times. Love the soloing YJ. Momstein. Hey Haler part took my breath away. Absolutely beautiful. Elton John. Turkish people are writing comments in different languages and saying the song and singer aren't Turkish. Lol. Turkish society excludes her. Many even don't care about the song. She is 57 years old. She should know how to write a song about social issues and the sensitivity of Turkish people about these topics, as we face a lot of children, women, and animal abuse in Turkey. Don't want to talk about the cheap producing of the song. Show less. Michael Timothy Theodore also said, I'd say James Charles. Recently there's been rumors that James Charles has been texting minors in a sexual manner, and it seems that James Charles admitted that he did it. These were the text messages that were leaked, and James texted numerous children. Some of his texts below. So these are just some of the texts. There are a bunch of them. I don't have the time to list each one of them. Lol. In this text conversation with a minor, James Charles tells a minor that he's gay, and that's good. James keeps pressuring the minor boy and saying that he's gay, and he said accept he's gay, even though the minor keeps telling him that he's straight. Even Trisha Paytas called James Charles out. There's this other minor on Twitter that has the private snap messages that James Charles sent of his personal pictures. Link is here. If you'd like to watch that video exposing Charles, here it is. TOTALLYUNEXPECTED. James Charles exposed for allegedly having inappropriate interaction with minor. James alleged victim said they were 16 in comments, according to sources. In one snap, James allegedly tells victim pick me up for some roadhead. TikTok has since been deleted. Pic Twitter, compt 2 whiles 6 UVM4. Diff Noodles at Diff Noodles April 1, 2021. Again, there are a bunch of other texts on the internet, so if you're interested in reading those texts, look it up. James Charles though doesn't deserve to be famous because he's a disgusting man. He's doing things which are illegal and brainwashing and trying to convince minors that they are gay even though they aren't. Those minors repeatedly told Charles that they aren't gay, but James continued to tell them they are. Ariexam Plus said, "Okay, so I'm gonna go off topic with this question because I believe that the person I'm going to mention should be a celebrity. But her life actions are a little, Nicki Minaj. Yeah, I know what you might be thinking. But the thing is, there's one thing that's bothering me about her, and it made me stan her less, although I still love her of course. She's pregnant. That shouldn't be a bad thing, right? I should be happy for her. Oh, I am. It's just the father of the child she's carrying, but there's more to that. Nicki Minaj already has a child, a daughter. She had her when she was younger, but I don't know if she was a teen or not at the time. Her name is Ariana Onikamane. I think she had her when she was a teenage girl because she gave her up to a foster family, which is worse. As a teen, having a kid is scary because it's already a struggle taking care of yourself. But other people, it's fucking hard. Her daughter is getting abused and sexually assaulted by her foster dad, and Nicki Minaj knows about it. Yet, she didn't do anything about it, which is fucked up. There is not much evidence or proof that she already has a child, but it can be a theory or assumption that's clearly on the internet. But that's not the most fucked up thing about it, like her having a kid in general. The web says, in 1995, Kenneth Petty was convicted of the attempted first-degree rape of a 16-year-old girl 1 year prior. Petty was then sentenced to between 18 and 54 months in New York State prison, serving for just under 4 years. In 2006, Petty pled guilty to first-degree manslaughter and was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Who's this? And what does he got to do with anything? You may ask. Nicki Minaj knew about what he did, and she didn't do anything about it. She also went to prison and served a couple of years. I couldn't find it just now, but I was reading something on it, like last year or something. The problem is that she's having a baby of a child molester, and she knew about it but did nothing. It almost makes me question how she'll handle a situation if her child goes to her, saying that their dad touched them in parts he should have kept his hands to himself. That's all though. Aritz out. Edit. I've been getting hate comments recently, and y'all are talking about how she's gonna be more successful and more famous than me. Well, good. I don't want to be famous nor be successful, so your hate comments just encourage me to do more questions like these. I love Nicki, but as I said, she made some bad life choices as we all, and you can look it up, so I'm not lying. Plus, I love Nicki, but that doesn't mean I have to be a whole-ass nice bitch of it. This is coming from Xander Mellish, and he said, celebrities are famous because they answer a need in some audience, but people outside that audience may not get the celebrity's appeal. If you are not a teenage girl, you probably think young music stars like Harry Styles, Louis Tomlinson, Meghan Trainor, and Justin Bieber have little talent and don't deserve to be famous. If you're not a sports fan, you probably have little interest in sports celebrities like Aaron Rodgers, Steph Curry, or Michael Y. If all you wear are hoodies and jeans, you probably don't care about Hedy Slimane, Gilles Deacon, or Alexander Wang. Some celebrities appeal to specific ethnic groups, age groups, regional groups, or political groups. How many rap fans would say country and Western stars have no talent? Or vice versa? How many female divas still have devoted gay male fan bases long after they've been forgotten by the general public? Why do some people still bother to read Paul Krugman when they already know what he's going to say? Or listen to Rush Limbaugh when they already know what he's going to say? The bottom line is, every celebrity appeals to somebody, or a group of somebodies, or they wouldn't be famous. If that somebody doesn't happen to be you, it doesn't mean that person doesn't deserve to be famous. It means that you're not in their fan group. Stop complaining and go focus on someone you like better. Also, we received this from Andy Tennant. The entire British royal family, in my opinion. Another big one is Jesco White and the White family from West Virginia, where I grew up. This family has been dragging that state through the mud for the better part of 40 years now, ever since someone made some PBS documentary in the 80s about them, and it won an Emmy because apparently Hollywood was so far up their own asses they didn't know that white trash existed. In the original documentary, Jesco huffs glue, threatens to kill his wife for frying his eggs poorly, showcases his stupid clog dancing skills, and then gets drunk and takes his truck mudding in the backyard. He was invited to be on an episode of Roseanne for some reason, but showed up in LA and had a swastika Prison tattoo on his arm, which didn't sit well with Roseanne and Tom Arnold, who are both Jewish. He later got it covered with different tattoos when he actually learned what it was. Seriously had no clue about Nazi Germany and the Holocaust. Later made a more up-to-date documentary about the entire family. That's even worse. They're all opioid-addicted simpletons. One of them gets her baby taken away by CP. It's because it tested positive for opioids. She was snorting pills while still in the hospital room after giving birth. My brother had to work in Boone County, where the whites are from, for a while, and said they're the most hated pull around because they sell drugs and narc on their competitors and probably starch with a lot of other pull who don't deserve it. Their houses, trailers, are all riddled with bullet holes. They're violent pull and some are in prison. The whole thing is an unfair representation of the state and even that area of it. One of my best friends is from the next county over and has a master's degree in physics and is working on his PhD in British Columbia. In the newer documentary, the local sheriff, when interviewed, mentions that a kid in town had just been accepted to MIT and asked why didn't they make a documentary about this. Are the top best answer we are able to get on the forum. Hope you enjoy them and learn something new. And don't forget to like and subscribe for the next video. Hope to see you in the next video.